Welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday on 2025 NBA Playoff Day 25. Well, yesterday there were played two games. One game per conference. Where in the Eastern Conference in the game 5, the Indiana Pacers again overcome a deficit, this time by 19-point difference, and they defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 142-105. And with this victory, the Pacers won the series for 1. For that reason, the Pacers qualified to the Eastern Conference Finals for a back-to-back years. And to be honest, it was a disappointing position for the Cavs because remember that they were the best team in the Eastern Conference and the second best record in the league in the regular season. But well, you can see that it's very different to play in the regular season than in the position. So that's something that the Cavaliers will have to learn. And congratulations to the Pacers. And in the Western Conference, in a tremendous game, in the game 5, the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Denver Nuggets 112-105. And with this victory, the Thunder took a 3-1 lead in the series. So let's talk about a little more about each game. Let's start with the first game. Cleveland Cavaliers 105, Indiana Pacers 114. Remember that before this game, the Cleveland Cavaliers needed to win this game. It was a must to avoid elimination and to force a game 6. And the Pacers needed to win this game to win the series in 5 games. Take some rest days to play in the Eastern Conference, to qualify to the Eastern Conference. So, about this game, the Cleveland Cavaliers started in one of the best ways to the game because they started winning the game easily. They won the quarter by 12-point difference, 31 by 19, and in the beginning of the second quarter, in the first 3-4 minutes of the quarter, they took a 19 points lead of the game. And in that moment, I thought that the Cavaliers were gonna to win this game easily. But since that moment, since the Cavs were leading by 19-point difference, since that moment the Indiana Pacers improved its basketball level. They made some adjustment. They outscored and outplayed the Cavaliers, and it was impossible for the Cavs to reach them because in the halftime, the Cavs were leading the game. Sorry, were leading the game 56 to 52 point difference. The Pacers have reduced to 4 point difference. The deficit, the difference in the halftime, in the second half, especially the third quarter, is when the Pacers created that gap that was enough to win this game because they outplayed, and outscored the Caps where they took the lead of the game and they handled all the game. Where in the third quarter, the Pacers won the quarter by 13-point difference, and the Pacers took the lead of the game, and they were leading in the end of the third quarter, 85 to 76 by 10-point difference. After that, the game was close, but in the first minutes of the quarter, the Caps reduced the game to a less than 5-point difference. The game was exciting, but in the close time, the Pacers executed better, where they created that big gap that was impossible for the Caps to reach them. But it was a important moment in the game that it could have shaped the what happening in this game because with less than 1 minute to play, the Caps were losing by 6-point difference by long possession, where they were trailing 100 to 106, and Donovan Mitchell had the opportunity to because it was a foul, a 3 points foul, where he had three free throws, and if he should have scored these three free throws, the game should have been for only 3 point difference, one long possession, but he missed the three free throws, and after that the Pacers increased the lead to a more than 6 point difference. It was impossible for the Cavaliers to reach them, and in the end the Pacers won the game 114 to 105. With this victory, the Pacers won the series 4-1, and they qualified to the Eastern Conference Finals for a back-to-back years. About the Pacers, they finished it in the regular season in the 4th place. But I think that in this moment, alongside the Knicks, have been the two best teams that have been playing the position. And about the Cavaliers, they made a tremendous season. They won more than 60 victories in this season. It was amazing. They finished in the first set in this conference, but it's very difficult or very different to play in the position. This is something that they will have to learn and to make that adjustment and try to improve and compete and try the next season. And in the Western Conference, in the best game of the day, the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Denver Nuggets 112 to 105. Remember that before this game, the series was tied to 2, so it was a must-to win for any team to take the lead of the series. So remember that there is a statistic that when the series tied to 2, the team that win the game 5 have more than 80% possibilities to win the series. So for that reason, this game was very important. About this game, the game was very close because in the halftime the difference was by only 4 point difference, where the Nuggets were leading in the halftime. Sorry, in the halftime, 56 by 54. Sorry, by 2 point difference, because the game was very close. Where in some part of the first quarter, the Nuggets were playing better because they increased the lead to a more the 10 point difference. It's the same that happened in the third quarter, where the Nuggets took the lead of the game for more than for 12 point difference in the middle of the third quarter. And in that moment, I thought that the Thunders were going to lose that game, and the Nuggets were going to win that game. But after that, the Thunders improved a lot, and especially the fourth quarter, where they play a tremendous basketball level, because in the end of the third quarter, the Nuggets were leading the game 86 to 86 to 78 by 8 point difference. The Denver Nuggets have been playing a tremendous basketball level in the first three quarters. Aaron Roy or Jordan, sorry, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray. And the Thunders weren't playing a very great basketball, but they were only trailing by less than 10 point difference in the entire of the fourth quarter. But in the fourth quarter, it was a tremendous basketball level, because the Thunder played its best basketball in the night, where they reduced the gap, they tied the game, and in the clutch time, in the last 4 minutes of the game, it was amazing, because always the difference was between 1 to 3 point, 1 or 3 point, 1, 2 or 3 point difference. It was amazing. But I think that in the close time, in the last minutes of the game, it was something important when the game was tied. With less than 2 minutes to play, the Thunders took the lead of the game, always by 1, 2 or 3 point difference, and they always handled well. Well, in the close time, with less than 1 minute to play, the Thunder were leading the game 103 to 100, but Michael Porter Jr. missed the opportunity to score the 3 points and tie the game. After that, the Thunders took the offense and they scored 3 points. They increased the lead to a 6 point difference, and it was impossible for the Nuggets to reach them, to reduce the gap, because there were less than 30 seconds to play. Sorry, and in the end, the Thunders won the game 112 to 105. To be honest, I am very surprised for the Thunder, because remember that most of the games that they won in the season were for more than 10 point difference, and most of the time they had lost in the clutch time, especially remember in the first game, and in the first game and in the game 3, where they lost the both games in the clutch time. But in the Thunders have won the back-to-back games in the clutch time. So this is amazing. Now the series we will travel back to Denver, Colorado, for tomorrow for the game 6, where the game will be played there, and the Nuggets need to win that game to force a game 7. And the Thunders, I think that it will be better for them to win that game to finish the series and qualify to the Western Conference Final. So what's next? Today we have 2 games. We'll have one game per conference. When in the first game in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics will receive the New York Knicks, Boston, Massachusetts, at 19 o'clock Eastern Time. Remember that, by surprise of everyone, the Knicks are leading this series 3-1, and they have the opportunity to win this series and to qualify to the Eastern Conference Final. And the Boston Celtics will want to avoid that, because they need to win this game to minimum to force a game 6. about the Celtics. It was a very ugly and bad news because in the game four, Jason Tatum got injured in the last second in the last minutes of the fourth quarter. He left the game and he didn't return. And the worst news is that he tore his Achilles, and yesterday he got in surgery and he was operated for that. For so the most probably the Jason Tatum is not gonna to play for the rest of the playoff, and the most probably is that he's gonna to miss the rest of the 2025-2026 season. So it's a very bad situation for the Celtics, where I think that the Knicks are going to take advantage of that. I think that the Knicks are going to win this game by 3 or 5 point difference, and the Knicks are going to win the series and they will qualify to the Eastern Conference Finals. And in the second game of the day in the Western Conference, the Minnesota Timberwolves will receive the Golden State Warriors and Minneapolis and 21:30 Eastern Time. Remember that the Timberwolves are leading this game 3-1. Well, I think that the Timberwolves have everything to win this series because they will play in home. They have 2 game advantage, and I think that the Timberwolves will want to win this game because remember that the most probable is that Steve Curry is going to return for the game 6 and 7. Of course, if the Warriors won the game 5 or 6. So for the Warriors, who I told you, Steve Curry is not going to play tonight. The most probably is that the Warriors win this game. It's a must to win to extend the series. He's going to be able for the game 6, but I don't think so. So I think that the Timberwolves are going to take advantage that Steve Curry is not going to play, that he will play in home, and I think that they are a better team than the Warriors. So I think that the Timberwolves are going to win this game by more than 5 point difference, and the Timberwolves are going to win the series, and they will qualify to the Western Conference Finals. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Gibran.